Hey guys, how's it going? Kripparrian here. Today I want to give you guys a preview of my time playing and mostly drafting Arena at Blizzard when I was doing a preview for the Rise of Shadows expansion that's coming up in a few days. It seemed to me like Arena, the system for drafting was already in place. All the cards I was being offered kind of made sense with one another. The bucket system seems to be in place. So I want to just go through the different classes, draft a deck for all the different classes, which I did except for Shaman because I just didn't see Shaman and I was kind of tired of actually just conceding drafts. So you'll have to basically imagine that and see what it's like when the game comes out soon enough. But I did get a chance to review what the Arena system will likely be like for most the other 8 classes besides Shaman. And it's pretty interesting. We have a very new version of Arena. Arena will not be standard format. Arena is a select few sets from Wild, and in the upcoming expansion, it's going to change to this format. It's going to include the new expansion, Classic, Basic, Naxxramas, Main Streets of Gadgetzan, and Whispers of the Old Gods, I believe. So what does this mean for Arena? It's going to be like a standard and wild mixture. Check it out, enjoy my commentary, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Okay, let's see if it works. What have I played the most out of these? Well, Paladin got a lot of secret stuff. I don't know if I want secret stuff. Let's try Rogue. Rogue got a lot of new stuff.
You'll never see it coming.
World first, boys. Let's draft it. Bam. Okay. Oh, wow. We actually do get Nax. What am I supposed to do with this? Spectral Knight. Spectral Knight in 2019. What am I doing with that? I think that's a good card. Alright, let's play the Haunted Creeper. That's a board clear for Rogue. I'm gonna take that. This is something Rogues have never really had. South Sea Squid Face. This is from Old Gods. Would I rather have that or Dark Iron? They're really close. I think with Haunted Creeper, Dark Iron might be a little bit better. Dark Iron? You think Dark Iron? I think Squid Face might be a little bit better. I like Squid Face, because I don't typically draft that many 2-drops. Proud Defender, I think I'd go with that. You do want a decent amount of taunts if you can get them as Rogue. I don't know if I'd want to do that on turn 2 in Arena. It's pretty weak for that. Enemy minions losing stealth. It's not that good. Racketeer, not that good either. None of these are that good. I guess let's take the Rat then. Early game. If it's all the options are bad, you just pick the lowest cost card. Would Shadow Step have any value? The other cards are kind of weak. Let's try to focus on new mechanics and battle cries, so it might have some value. Nerubian Egg, we didn't end up going with Dark Iron, so no activator. I'll just try the Flight Master. Swift Messenger is too good to pass up. Midnight Drake and Twisted Worgen. Tiger for me. Oh no, Jades are back in Arena. Oh my god. I hadn't thought of that. Of course, yeah, Main Streets of Gadgetzan. It's a fairly small set pool as well, so there's some chance that, like, we're actually going to see Jades in Arena. Like, real Jades, not like one Jade card type of action. Like, real Jades might come back in Arena. It's certainly possible. Still kind of want the Etten. Soldier of Fortune is pretty good, too. Yeah, it gives your opponent coins, but it's a huge push on tempo, and Rogue kind of snowballs it, but I do have enough 4-drops. Jade was so annoying. Fine, let's do Jades, and we'll see how many we get by the end of the draft. I'll just pick every Jade card, basically. The Hogstheed is very good, but I really like the Sprite, and we need 3 drops. I'm gonna go Sprite. I already have Shadow Step. Fine. Take the Pumpkin Peasant. Daring Reporter. When your opponent draws a card, +1/+1. I'm gonna take that. It's a Snowball Win More card. Psychotron Returns, Burly Shovel Fist, or Worgen Abomination. I think the Worgen is a little bit better. But it looks like they have the bucket system in place. This is something maybe we should talk about. Like, it seems like Arena's good to go, right? Like, the cards are here, the bucket system is in place. Maybe we can get a pre-release Arena Blizzard, maybe, please? Seriously, like, these cards are very comparable. Like, let's take a look at the next one. Yeah, okay, yeah. They're all pretty mediocre. They're all kind of within a range. It looks like the bucket system is probably close to finalized, if not finalized. This is not very good for a tempo deck, so I'm just going to take a vanilla 2-drop here. Cold Blood is a bit too weak. I have no 6-drop, so I'll just take Lord of the Arena. It's not that good of a 6-drop. Return all friendly minions to your hand. We don't really have enough battle cries to make that work. I think this bucket is a little bit off. I think Fen Creeper's a lot better than Sinister Strike, but, you know, that happens even in the current system. A win more card. What's the chance we get a spell with 5 or more? Basically none. So let's try the Big Bad Archmage. In Arena, this card's probably completely ridiculous. If it triggers twice, it's game over, right? Blink Fox or Eviscerate. This deck has some control elements. I think I'm going to take Cheap Shot. I think most often I'll use Eviscerate to remove something. Let's go with another big taunt. I don't have any ooze mechanics, but there are hardly any new powerful weapons. You probably won't see that many. Oh wait, Naxxramas and stuff. Death's Bite. Oh boy, Death's Bite. Okay, I'll take weapon removal. Never mind. Holding a card from another class. Do I even have that as an option? I do not. Let's bomb it. This is like a crappy Violet's Worm, but like Violet Worm is so crazy, and I don't have that many 6-drops that I'm gonna take it. Eccentric Scribe. So Violet Worm is a 8-cost 7/7 that fills your board with 1/1s. Now this is only 4 1/1s, but a lot of the time, especially if you're playing a tempo deck like this one, you're not getting the full value. Like, you have other minions on the board. So it's not too bad. 1 less stat than high main. There you go. It's almost a high main. Very good card. I'm actually gonna take another one. I didn't think of it in the high main frame of reference, and with that in mind, I think it is actually a lot better than we think. Proud Defender might have a bit of a struggle to actually get the effect in this deck now. I'm gonna take the 3-drop because I just need 3 drops. Mistress of Mixtures. Very weak card in the late game, but healing is pretty strong in Rogue, and I have control elements. I'm gonna do it. Scribe it! 3 scribes. Oh my god. I don't know if that's gonna be a trend or anything. Okay. Try Backstab? Try Backstab. Evis, please. I like Backstab a little bit more than Eviscerate. This is more of a mid-range control rogue. In Arena, I think you can get away with that archetype. And with that in mind, yeah, I think it'll work out better. We just have faster removal. Fine, let's go with the draw. Shadow Strike, or the Hench Clan Burglar. Ooh, value. I like removal though.
Challenge another arena player and see
World first draft! It seems like they have the system in place. Like the cards seem to be comparable power levels when they're presented to you. This thing in Arena's gotta be insane. I got 3 of these. I think I may have been offered a 4th even.
That's OP.
Well, I always thought of it as like a crappy Violet Worm, but Violet Worm is like nuts in Arena. But like someone said, it's basically high main.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. OP! This deck's really good, by the way. It's kind of like a mid-range rogue, but it has sustain, it has the heals, and it has taunts and lifesteal. In Arena, you don't really get burnt out like you do in Constructed. I can probably do 1 draft out of each class. Let's do that. I'm done. I'm burning up Blizzard's gold. Rip in peace, gold. Alright, let's try a different one. Mage. Yes, the traditional class.
Will prevail.
Oh boy. Alright. How good is Mage? We get a lot of granular spells. I'd probably go with Sorcerer's Apprentice. No, I don't think the new expansion cards are like super turbocharged. They might have a slight occurrence boost, but I mean, we have like Nax stuff, so... Guarantor Tricaster, I think this is crazy for Arena. In Constructed, it's about as good as the Elemental, which does +2 spell damage for 4. No, I think it's the exact opposite. I think it's better in Arena, specifically because you don't get as many spells. Like with the other one, you're just basically guaranteed to get like a whole bunch of spells, and it'll just work. With this, because the spells cost 1 more, you'll just have like 1 spell that it's good with, but that's good enough for Arena. Like if you do this Arcane Explosion, it's just peace out. I think this card's crazy, so I'm just gonna get that. Red Mana Worm. Cards kind of blow. There's a lot of small cards now. I don't know the archetype in Arena. Like right now, Arena's really control-y, so you actually don't want to draw cards. Like Cult Master's bad right now for Mage, because Mage plays control, and control loses if you draw too much. If you draw any in some cases. But I don't think Counterspell's very good either, because there's so many small spells now. Alright, let's do it. We're going spells. Screw it. Cone of Cold. Look at that. Just 1? Just 1 Trump? We just turned Cone of Cold into like a mini Flame Strike. Alright, alright. Portal Keeper is very good in Mage, I think. I'm not going to take Trickster. Actually, this seems off. Trickster's really garbage. And Brewmaster is pretty good, and I think Portal Keeper is even better than Brewmaster. Curio Collector is kind of a win more card. There's some synergy with Cryomancer, but even if you have synergy, it's hard to pull off. It's harder than you think. I'm actually thinking between Curio Collector and the Sprite. The Sprite is really good because you can use it as a 3-drop. I think if I have a lot of spells, I can get away with my minions sticking. I'm going to try the Curio Collector, kind of like a win more option. Raise an enemy. Oh, these cards are definitely all terrible. Oh man, Zombie Chow is back. And look at this. This is it. This tells you how crazy Zombie Chow is. Flame Strike, Fireball, Zombie Chow. I mean, I'm gonna take the spells, but yes, guys, Zombie Chow is nuts. Seems about right. Yeah, I'm taking the flames. Oh, Proud Defender is gonna be insane because I have very few minions. Hog Leader, if your opponent has 6 or more cards. Not bad. I want the Scribe, but the Henchklein Hogsteed is really strong. It's small removal and it's a 2-drop. I really need 2-drops, but I really need minions that can win the game as well. I'm actually gonna take the Scribe. It's a bit of a greedy pick, but we'll see. Oh, it's Arcane Explosion, but it's Violet Warden. So how's our ratio looking right now? We have 1 source of spell damage and a fair number of spells. I'm actually gonna take the Violet Warden. It's Archmage with Taunt, but Taunt is like a huge deal if you have 7 health, right? It's a huge deal. Let's go with a double Discover. Double spell. I want the Proud Defender, though. Fine, I'm gonna do Proud Defender. Oh, Volcanic Potion is back. Oh, that's broken. And wasn't Faceless Summoner, like, banned from Arena? Because it was too good? Well, Volcanic Potion's even better, I think, now. Double Taunt? Yeah, let's do a double Taunt. I want the Rush, but I think I'm gonna go with the Divine Shield. Let's go with the Heal. Yep, spell damage, draw a card. No, let's just get the spell damage. Let's get the spell damage, and now we can go super heavy on spells. I don't have that many small spells yet, though, so I'm not going to bank on that. I will go for another Apprentice. This will get value eventually, but I think I need taunts. I have like 2 or 3 taunts. I need more than that. Divine Shield with Restore. I'll do it. This is pretty strong. It'll cost 1, but with the spell damage effect, it's very good. And it's pretty good at baseline. Tentacle of N'Zoth is kind of a clear. I mostly need early game options, so Ancient of Blossoms is back. Let's go Cabal Chemist. So you can get the potions. You can get like Dragon Potion, Volcanic Potion, and stuff. I'm gonna go with the Rat. Just something I can play. Do I want to do Frostbolt or do I want to do Volcanic Potion? I think I want to do Volcanic Potion. Echo can get you in a lot of trouble in Arena. I wouldn't bet on that. I'll just go Socialite. A little bit of healing never hurts. Another Flame. This is the last card. I thought the last card had to be rare or higher. Maybe it just had to be a good card. This is a good card, to be fair. I'm thinking Spectral Knight. I don't have very many minions. I don't have very many big minions. So my big minions are susceptible to removal. I'm gonna take the Spectral Knight. Alright, how good is this deck? I think this deck is insane, dude. Like, if I drop this deck into today's Arena, this is like 12 wins. Like, I wouldn't even bet on 11. This is 12 wins. Like, yeah, it might lose to a few aggro decks along the way, but that's it. This deck is crazy. This deck is, like, unstoppable by today's standards. Let's say Warrior. Warrior gets Death's Bite now. Okay, so one of the main issues with Warrior is those huge tempo plays. I really like Prophet. It's a 3-cost, 4/4 on curve. It's a very good curve card, and it's very high tempo later on if I save it. Oh, Bomb Squad is back. I think Warrior can afford to take the damage. I'm gonna go Bomb Squad. Hecklebot I think is too high risk. This card's terrible, so I guess I'll just get that. It's whatever. Sweeping Strikes. I think that's gonna be insane for Arena. So like, even if you only kill one other thing. So think about it this way. Let's say there's like, I don't know, some Murloc garbage next to like a 5/5. If you play Sweeping Strikes, it lets you hit the Murloc garbage and it kills the 5/5 for free. And with Warrior, you typically want to play the board game anyway. So you get instant removal. So it's 2 mana removal, right? It's like a 2 mana deal 5 or something. That is very good. But it's still on your minion. The minion you attach this to becomes like an insanely high priority target. Deathbite or N'Zoth's first mate. I'm gonna go Deathbite. Brawl is not as good in Arena as people think. I don't control the secret, but 2 mana, 2/3. Okay. Taunt, Cleaver, Armorsmith. So far we've seen decks capable of really strong control decks. Cleave doesn't look very good to me anymore. Gonna go with a taunt play. This is all really bad. I don't even have synergy off of playing a Whirlwind. Go with the whatever thing I can just dunk on turn 1. Oh, the Ghoul is back too. Wow. Wow. I'm gonna go Deathspite though, but I'd rather have Deathspite than Ghoul. 2 Deathspite than 0 Ghouls, I guess, even. Let's do Execute, because we have 2 Deathspites. But, I want Ghoul now. Like, I really want a Ghoul right now. Cards are pretty bad. Abusive Sergeant isn't too horrible. We have weapons to trigger a Thug, so that's pretty easy. Copy the health of something. We don't have very many big minions yet, but I think that's something that we're going to do. I think we are going to pick up big minions, basically right now. I like the stealth. Yeah, I like the stealth. I want to know the stealth. Valor Rage is a good option as well. Let's go with Hogsteed. Let's go with Cruel Task. Rush. What do we have for rush options? Nothing, right? Nothing. 13 cards left. Much better than the 10 drop, so yeah, I'm gonna have to try it. Go with the Freeze. Dimension Ripper's not gonna get value in this type of deck. Let's go with the Ghoul. I do have weapons pretty available. Upgrade. Like 7 damage potentially. It's much better than the other cards. I have a pretty fair amount of weapons right now. Belcher. I think I would rather go Bluegill. I don't really want to go Zombie Chow. Like, this is much more of a tempo deck. I'm going to go a 3rd Deathspite. Let's go Warpath. Or let's go with the Silence. It's a good 2-drop. Goblin. It's just going to be a 1 of, so it's not really like bomb synergy. But yeah, Goblin nevertheless. Oh yeah, weapon buffs. Forkron. Wow. That is one hell of a tempo deck, by the way. Jesus. Like, I know it's been like 5 years, but I literally remember just slaughtering people with decks like these. It's like sufficient early game with generally aggressive cards. 3 Deathspite with an upgrade and an upgrade minion. Korkron, efficient removal, stall, tempo, and there's like an insane amount of whirlwinds. 90-point deck. It's not a 90-point deck. Some of the minions in there are really crappy, but because I'm playing an aggressive deck, that doesn't matter too much. This is a very good deck, but I think its aggro just has inconsistency. This deck is certainly capable of 12 wins, but I think you'll probably get like 6, 7, or 8, just because if you play aggro, go second, get a bad hand, even Deathspite is not going to get you out of that too frequently. I want to get an idea about what each class does, at least the classes I plan on playing. I don't plan on playing Hunter very much, for example. Zombie Chow. True Silver. Let's think of what we've seen so far. We've seen Warrior, which is like crazy tempo, and the other decks were very controlling. Zombie Chow is really good against tempo, but really bad against control. True Silver is just pretty good against everything. I'm gonna take a True Silver. Scribe's really insane. Seems to show up a lot. Grime Street Protector is a blowout card. You just literally just win the game with that. It's a double Divine Shield, and it's a 6/6 taunt for 7. I want to I think the best card here is the Burly Shovel Fist. I'm just afraid of like all my minions are late game right now. I think I need cards that I can play earlier. I'm gonna take the taunt. It's just too early to have too many big minions. That's the only problem. Pest the Tarn's not bad. Cult Apothecary. I don't know. Let's try the new card. I think that card has some hope. Not much option there. It's only one decent one. Not much options there. It's only one decent one. Grizzly versus Rotten Applebomb. Both are pretty bad against control. Grizzly's much better against aggro, so I'm gonna take Grizzly. Greaser's not as bad as you think, but I might not end up taking that. I think Redemption actually has a case for this deck. I'm gonna try Redemption. It's a very good Redemption target. I'm gonna do it. Mad Summoner. This is maybe my favorite card in the whole set. Is there any reason why I would want to silence my dudes? I don't think so. Can I really try Mad Summoner, though? Yeah, let's try it. Random Secrets. Alright, let's go Random Secrets. Cult Master's typically good. You aren't really playing the control game as a paladin. Not all in, not entirely. That's fine. Ghoul is fine. Card quality being offered to this deck is very low. That's pretty good. I'd rather get the stats up front. I need 2 drops. I think I'd rather go for the Charger here. also a good redemption target. Gotta go with the blowout options. I really need 2 drops. I really like the Proud Defender though. How am I doing for taunts? I'm okay for taunts actually. I'm gonna get those. That's serious healing. I'm gonna take the healing option, I think. Ah, okay, let's take Squire. We're really screwed on early game, and that's gonna help a lot. This is super value. I'm gonna go with the value early game card. 4 attack. How easy is it to buff the attack of that in this deck? I think it's pretty challenging. By challenging, I mean completely impossible. Ability it is. Bog Creeper. Oh my god. Scourges of the past. I think I'd still rather have a Charger though. That's a great 2-drop. Scribe. Scribe seems to have an insane occurrence boost. Yeah, Sergeant's alright. I think this is the exact same 3 cards from earlier, but we already have 2 of them. We have 4 drops. Nope. Yeah. Yeah. Very good. 4 drops are a bit weak. I think I'd rather have a Dark Iron than a late game taunt. I mean, it has taunt gain charge. That's pretty strong, but I want some buffs. I have no buffs besides that. This is the Paladin deck. By today's standards, is pretty average. I'd probably go like 5-6 wins with a deck like this. It's not bad because like Scribe is really good and Grimstreet Protector is a blowout card. Like if I have a late game card and I give it Divine Shield, trade up, Protector just ends the game. So that's one of the main problems when you're playing Paladin in Arena for like the last year or so. It's very difficult to actually end the game. Like, you're doing pretty well keeping up, playing dudes, you know, stalling nicely, but it's very difficult to actually end the game. I have 2 copies of a game-ending card and 2 copies of a very hard-to-remove high-attack endgame card. So, it's not bad. It's not bad. Certainly not as good as the other decks we've drafted, though. Alright, Warlock. Warlock is probably changing the most, because it's losing so many of its tools. My experience has taught me that you always want removal in Arena, as good as the minion looks. But that's a really good minion. I'm gonna take the minion, screw it. Oh! Oh, we're playing Zoo! Alright. Zoo it up. Let's go. Plot Twist. Is Plot Twist very good? No, not really. Not if I'm playing Zoo. Let's just Zoo it up all the way. Zoo. 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 Void Caller. Hold on. That's pretty decent. I'd rather get Archer Commander, though. Secret? No. That's probably not going to trigger. Just get a 2-drop, though. I don't want 2 safeguards this early. Let's get the Imp. It's a good Zoo card. Battlecry discards 1. Death Rattle draws 1. A little on the weak side, but I think I'll try it anyway. Let's take a Finisher. They don't let us have Doomguard. Well, we'll get a Reckless Rocketeer. I think I have a lot of demons, though. Well, I have some demons. This can double up. Destroy minion, get 2 lackeys. Playing Zoo, so that can be pretty good. Fine, let's Bomb Squad. Do we want a Scribe or Hogsteed? I think we want a Hogsteed. This is really, really bad. I guess our Leper guarantees some damage. Give the coin. Giving the coin means might accelerate a board clear. I think for Zoo, that's not that good. Because I'm flooding the board, so it's too easy to get countered. Let's take the Psychotron. Alright, a recap for demons. The early ones don't matter, because I'm just gonna dump them all. No, I don't have much else for demons. Satyr, but I mean, there's 2 Void Callers so far, so it seems like that's possibly a thing. Trafficker is very good, but it's in the value game. I want to play a Zoo deck. Silence? Yeah, Silence for Zoo. Oh, the real Forbidden Ritual. Anti-weapon tech is pretty strong. I think I want Forbidden Ritual, though. The reload is so good. Belcher. Imp. Stealth Bro. 4 mana, 5/5. How are my 2 drops? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want more. Alright. I think I drafted a pretty good Zoo deck. I think the Zoo deck is better than the Paladin, but not better than the other decks. But it is a good Zoo deck. It's kind of like playing aggro with consistency, and that is pretty valuable in Arena. I think this is like a wild card deck. This could fizzle out quickly, but I think it'll do pretty well against the control decks later, because it does have that consistency from being Warlock based and not like Secret Paladin or some crap like that. However, I want to note that if I did try to force out a control Warlock, the cards I was given, they wouldn't have worked. They would have just sucked. Been total garbage. So that's no good. That's no good at all. I think if you're playing Warlock, you basically have to play Zoo. The Void Callers were good, but nothing else was really very good in that whole deck. Alright, let's see Priest. Oh, these are all so good. I'm gonna go with the Song Stealer though. Strong silence effects are priceless. Gold Priest. Do I wanna go Light Spawn? No, I don't. Go with the Peasant. Undertaker. But he's nerfed, so it's fine. That's also fine. Pretty crappy minions so far. Bog Creeper. I'm gonna take a board clear because I don't know how rare they are. And let's take the Lackey. Lackeys are good early game and late game. Zombie Chow can be very good. I have Soul Priest as well, but I kind of want Death. But I kind of want Zombie Chow. But I kind of want Death. I'm gonna take Death. I think you need some late game hate if you're playing Priest. Without any, you're so screwed against so many things. The Spider is typically better, but you can't heal a Spider as a Priest. Oh my god, dragons. We need dragons immediately. Draconoid Operative is one of the most broken cards in the whole game. That card is so nuts. Power Word Shield it. Cabal Talon Priest. Oh god. Okay, these things are crazy health heavy. Alright, let's take the Rager then and focus on health heavy cards. Water can be good removal. That's a health heavy card. I do need 4 drops. It's different with Priest. There's your legendary. I want my money back. Crap legendaries. Illin, I guess. Let's take a health heavy Enforcer. Healing is still an option. There it is, the Hench Clan Shade Quill. It's so nuts. Like, look at the stat values. It would literally trade for a Bog Creeper. It's a 4-drop, dude. This thing is nuts. Imagine I play the Hench Clan on curve, right? Creeper. You're banned, Chinese Tiger. You're banned. There's no chance in hell the Creeper is the best option here. This Hench Clan Shade Quill on Hearth Arena is gonna be like 120 points. This thing is this is game breaking for Arena. I think it's a good constructed card, but it's like game breaking for Arena. There's nothing that kills this. And if Priest wins the early game, it typically just wins the game because like Priests don't really lose the late game in constructed. It's very rare. So this is so crazy. And it's not even a downside if you have Akanai. I'm taking it. Death Rattle, add a Lackey. That's probably good enough. Shifting Shader. Let's go for another one. Screw it. Light Master or Lackey. Let's go for a heal. Mind Control or Dragonfire. Dragonfire Potion. Jesus. I don't even need Mind Control. My opponent's just gonna lose in the middle of the game. Take a big card. Take another Evil Conscriptor. Senjin. Oh my god. Alright, let's Velen it. Are you serious? If Draconoid Operative occurrence is high, this is out of control. This deck is out of control. This deck is just out of control. I'm just blown away by this. This is like one of the best arena decks I've ever seen in my life. Like any expansion. Like 4 of these. Right? So like this is a Priest deck that won't lose the early game to almost anything. And it has board clears, and it has insane value. And it has tempo plays. It's kind of like Priest with no weaknesses. The only thing that's going to beat this is like an incredibly slow Mage. That's it. Mage has to get like somehow value off of like blast waves and something. Save it for Trump, don't redraft. That would be cruel. Honestly, I feel like Priest is going to be the best class in Arena. Like, I have 4 of these. I have 2 of these. Okay, like, this thing doesn't seem that rare. I got one. And we have Dragonfire Potion back. We have Cabal Talon Priest back. Like, this is unbelievable. These cards all win the game by themselves. Just all of them just win the game. No other dragons? That's fine. It's a 5 mana 5/6. Do you know how broken this card is? It's like, it's a good card if it has no abilities. And if it triggers, it's hard to lose. Druid. Screw Hunter. Let's see Druid. So Druid got a lot of tempo cards. The Forest 8 is probably really good. Fine, let's try the new cards. Let's try a little bit of healing with some Swarm. That's the Swarm card I want. Ooze is always good. That's a pretty good Swarm option, but Wrath is too good to pass up. In Arena, you never really pass that up. The Hogsteed is very good. Druid doesn't have big removal, and the Burly Shovel Fist is big removal, but I kind of want to play... Now, if I'm playing tokens, the Defender's not good. Let's try the Shovel Fist. Try the Rush. Mark of the Lotus, lots of buffing. I think I might go with Zombie Chow, though. I'm gonna go with Zombie Chow. Deathlord. Tunnel Blaster. 7 cost, 3/7 when it dies, 3 to all minions. If you don't have a silence removal, you're just kind of wrecked. Like, even to the one thing that it dies to, it still does 3 to that. So it's like a 7 cost, 6/7 taunt, which is pretty good with potential board clear. Yeah, that card's stupid powerful. Fine, let's go with that. Potential charge. Go with Shield Mass, though. I was thinking about the double minion, but I don't think it's quite as good as I want it to be. Spawn and Zoth can be very good for playing Swarm, but I'm not sure if we're playing Swarm at this point. Fine, let's pick up some Jades. Savage Roar. Go with some draw. Let's go with Kodo. I don't really have the health on the minions. That's a good Swarm card. They don't really pass up Swipe in Arena. Whatever. Scribe's amazing. Devs? Found a card that shouldn't be here. Anyone? Alright, well, I guess we won't tell him. It's not supposed to be there. Rotate it out because it's Hall of Famed. Say anything. Whispering Woods is still going to be decent. Power of the Wild's great. I know I went over a swipe, that's fine. Go with a 5-drop. Sniper. That's a Swarm card. See, legendary rates seem pretty normal, actually. This is a Swarm Druid. I don't think I could have drafted a different deck. My overall feeling of Druid is that the card pool is relatively weak. Like, if we look at the deck, some of the best cards, actually most of the best cards are just neutrals. Like, the Blaster's really good, Champion, Scribe, Onyxia, Swipe. Like, most of the good cards are not Druid cards. That's not a good sign. So yeah, I think this deck is pretty weak. I think Druid is probably going to struggle a little bit. Instantly. Alright, let's try Hunter. Yeah, Piranha Launcher's pretty good. Silencing a Death Rattle is surprisingly strong, actually. Huh. Card's back. Shimmerfly, let's do it. Taunt it or Divine it. Let's Divine it. Let's play fairly aggressive stuff. Zoth, huh? Okay. I can do that. Panda on N'Zoth. I think I'll try Undertaker. Alright, can I get some Death Rattle minions now? What's a Battle Cry? I thought that was like a recurring effect. Spell-wise, I'm very light. Gonna be Arcane Shot there. That's a Death Rattle card. That's a very good Death Rattle card, actually. Oh my god. Tunnel Blaster N'Zoth? That's a wall. Okay. The board clear, I like that. Explosive removal. You got nothing there. Death Rattles. Take it. Take the Death Rattle. Take every Death Rattle, basically. This is going to be a win condition off of N'Zoth. Got some draw to help fuel the deck. Grizzly's pretty good. That's a pretty good Death Rattle. I don't really want to heal as a hunter. I'm going to pass on that idea. Ah, that's okay too. That's pretty good. Oh, that card's back. Call the Wild. Okay. Ancient Brewmaster's okay. I can hand back the N'Zoth. Kodo's pretty good. Is pretty good. Yeah, let's go with the Bartender. The Bartender is surprisingly strong for Arena. Shimmerfly. Lots of potential archetypes that can be forced for Hunter. Pretty decent number of strong cards still in the pool. Hunter by nature has a tough time in Arena, but I think Hunter's going to be pretty good. Most of the high quality cards are early game cards. That's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. I mean, I think we've drafted like 6 decks without Shaman while looking for a Shaman. Shaman's OP, that's why it doesn't show up. I don't think that's how it works. No Shaman. Rip in peace.